Welcome in, Aquarius Collective. It is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot and Astro Insights, and we are going to do a reading for you for this powerful Virgo full moon eclipse. Keep in mind, this is a South Node eclipse, so this is probably going to bring in some sort of karmic release. There could be deep healing. There's going to be endings, that's for sure. Eclipses are fated, and if there is an ending, you got to remember that it's just a new beginning. So whatever is leaving your life, Aquarius, it's kind of making space. Keep in mind, this is aligning with the energy of the Fool. And so where are you being called to take a leap of faith? Where do you need to take a leap of faith before you can fully step into a new beginning? Because there's probably something here that needs to be released. But whatever's leaving your life, it's making space for maybe a man holding a heart. And so let's jump into this oracle message before digging in further with the tarot. I do feel this eclipse could be activating a heart chakra awakening. As we see, we've got this man holding his heart outside of his chest. So I don't know if you've recently had your heart ripped out, or maybe this is connected to something in the past, but we see a man on the card. It is a 45 card. So I do feel almost like a 5 of Cups quality coming through. There could be an activation. I want to say a heart chakra activation. What I kind of feel is there is a very strong masculine presence coming through, dealing with some type of family matter. I really feel a family matter is at hand here. You do see he's holding a heart in his hand, and so this could mean an offer. But this could also mean a man that has had his heart ripped outside of his chest. I kind of feel that there could be a past disappointment here that's kind of coming up for a clearing. There could be a disconnect. There could be even a total shutdown regarding somebody's emotional life. So I don't know if you are this man holding a heart or if you're dealing with somebody holding a heart, Aquarius. But I do think it's time for somebody here to open up. And I don't think they even know how to handle their emotions. Aquarius is an air sign. And so it's really a heady energy. It's not really a heart-centered energy. And so I kind of feel there's deep emotions here that are likely going to surface under this full moon eclipse. And they're going to bring up a lot of unresolved emotions. I do feel a 5 of Cups. So there could be unresolved anger. There could be unresolved grief. Or there could be utter bliss, right? There's two polarities coming through in this energy. Keep in mind, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, even Aquarius North Node. And so there's a very uncomfortable heart expansion, heart expression coming through is what I want to say. And so maybe there was a difficult connection in the past, a difficult relationship in the past. And this could be a man that is easy to anger. There could be deceitful energies here where somebody's denied their emotions, which could lead to a lot of criticizing qualities in this man. So I don't know if you're the one playing into these behaviors, but ultimately I feel this underlying energy of fear, self-doubt. Whether this person's going to admit it or not, I don't know. But if you're dealing with somebody that isn't honoring you in a relationship, maybe it's time to set some boundaries. But I do feel a swirling energy of emotional chaos. But I think this soul energy coming through this man really is longing for peace. Oh, yeah. We get the third eye activation. We get the 6th chakra. And so we've got somebody here working with Archangel Metatron. And so whatever this emotional block is, I do think it's connected to a childhood pattern, a childhood wound. So let's go a little bit further with the tarot messages and let's see what is all being activated, connected to this man holding a heart. What does Spirit want you to know at this time, Aquarius? What does Spirit want you to know at this time? Because I kind of feel somebody needs to surrender some unhealed emotions in order to step into a new beginning. So we'll see what Spirit got here. We get the Death card. So Spirit is saying we've got a man here holding a heart, going through probably a very painful death energy. And this could be connected to a missed opportunity, a false start in the past. What is the last card out? Well, we got a little bit of a fallout. And so somebody here, I think, might be angry. Spirit, I think, is encouraging somebody to go back. I heard back to the scene of the crime. 7 of Swords to the 3 of Swords. And so there could be a confession at hand here. Somebody here maybe tried to sneak away from an ending. There could be a ghosting situation. There could be blocked emotions. There is somebody here, I feel, definitely in the throes of a very painful heart chakra awakening. And there's a tower moment. We've got this man holding a heart, and he is getting a pretty rude awakening. And I do think Spirit is saying you got to go back. You can't move forward until you go back to something that I think you walked away from. It's like Spirit is carrying somebody, dragging somebody back to the scene of the crime. I really want to say the scene of the crime. Aquarius, there is such a heavy, heavy karmic energy here. I want to say a karmic reckoning. And I do think there is a masculine here going through a period of necessary, deep introspection. And so let's kind of break it down. There's a masculine here definitely struggling to open up. This is really telling a very powerful story, right? And so there's a transformation here. There's an ending. Maybe there's an ending from the past that is leading somebody down the pathway of a very painful rebirth, right? And I do think somebody here has kind of been wearing a mask. And this Ace of Wands in reversed, I feel, is suggesting like a major, major blockage, or this masculine's inability to step into a new beginning. I don't know. Like, I want to say like the fire's been put out before it even had a chance to ignite. And so some type of false start here. I feel there's a masculine energy that is stuck. You could be this masculine. You could be dealing with this masculine, unable to move forward because of the unfinished business of the past, right? And so maybe something wasn't properly closed out. Maybe there's been a lack of transition. I feel somebody is being forced to go back to the past. You can't leave something behind without fully addressing it, without fully closing it out. There's a big, big energy here of avoidance. Somebody's been running from their emotions. Let's face it, you cannot escape the past. It's not going to be easy to escape the past. And I do feel this eclipse is forcing this masculine energy to revisit an unresolved ending. Maybe there was an ending where it was left a little bit open-ended. Maybe there was some unspoken words, or somebody avoided closing it out properly due to fear of being completely emotionally vulnerable. And so this hidden energy going on here on the bottom of the deck, the 7 of Swords to the 3 of Wands, I feel there's deeper truths here that still need to be revealed. I do feel there was deception here. Spirit is like hounding this masculine. They are haunting this masculine. I do think there's been a hard truth that has been avoided. And I do think this is self-deception on this masculine's part. And so maybe this masculine tried to move on without fully addressing, or maybe he's trying to move on from a situation now without fully addressing it. But there was something here I feel left unsaid. And we've got a masculine here, I think, trying to convince themselves that, hey, I didn't need closure. I can just walk away, start a new relationship, and it doesn't matter. But there's this very heavy, unresolved energy weighing this masculine down. And I heard reality check. And so I kind of feel they're trying to look towards the future. They're trying to turn their back on this unresolved energy here. But there's like also this false sense of waiting, maybe waiting for the right time to deal with something that maybe should have already been confronted. Maybe it should have been confronted 3 years ago, 6 years ago with the 6 of Swords. I do feel maybe there was an ending 6 years ago, something that was moved on from, and they thought, hey, I can shut the door. I don't need to look at this. But there's deception here for sure. And so I kind of feel this should have already been dealt with. It should have already been confronted. And I feel there's like a crossroads energy, but there's blocked movement, right? There's blocked movement. And so this tower on the bottom of the deck is like a lightning bolt of energy. It's unexpected shakeups. And I kind of feel there really is never a right time to deal with something, but I feel there's this energy of a collapse. There could be a physical collapse. There could be a mental breakdown here. There could be an emotional collapse where I feel this masculine that has avoided some type of pain is about to have to be confronted. And so there's going to be an inevitable collapse. And all of these, I feel suppressed emotions, suppressed memories, it's going to come crashing down. That's really what I feel going on here, Aquarius. And so I feel there's going to be a tower moment under the Virgo full moon eclipse. And I don't think you're going to be able to avoid this. It's going to kind of force what was hidden to the surface. It's going to force it to light. It's going to force it to be dealt with. You're going to have to face whatever was buried first. There's no moving on. There's no moving forward without facing what was buried below the surface, what was left unresolved, what was left undone. And so I kind of feel this Virgo full moon energy is demanding clarity, closure, truth. This masculine energy can no longer suppress what it is that they feel. I do feel a strong energy there. Their avoidance is ultimately leading, I feel, to a deep desire for some type of resolution. And so maybe this isn't just about revisiting an ending, right? It could be about revisiting an ending, but I think there's so much more here about transforming through some type of truth, right? Because if we take the Seven of Swords and we take Six Swords away, we get an Ace of Swords, which is truth, right? Truth that's been denied, truth that's been avoided. And so whatever was left unsaid, I feel is going to have to be faced. And this tower is a huge indication of destruction, right? And so there has to be something old destroyed before you can step into the next phase of the journey. And so this could mean reconciling. There could be a reconciliation. It could just mean seeking closure. Maybe it's just simply speaking the words that were never spoken in the past. Maybe the time has come for that to come to fruition. But the past is something that I feel can no longer be escaped. It's going to have to be met. It's going to have to be understood. And it's going to have to be released before this masculine energy can truly move forward. And so I do feel this eclipse is going to bring forward a reckoning of the soul for this masculine energy. And it's going to be a moment of choosing between continued avoidance or radical honesty. And that's what I've got for you, Aquarius.